said no sex, just favors. $700 a week. Easy, right? But then came the rules, the strange deliveries, and one night in his house I'll never forget. I thought I knew what I signed up for. I didn't. So, I met my sugar daddy on Tinder. His profile said he was 45, but he could have passed for early 30s, max. The bio? Looking for a sugar baby, $700 weekly, no sex. I mean, seriously? It sounded like the beginning of a scam or a horror movie, but as a broke college student who was living off cereal and panic, I was extremely open to taking that risk. I swiped right. It was an instant match. Seconds later, a message popped up. Hey there, sweetheart. Sweetheart? I cringed. That word made my skin crawl, but hey, $700 is $700. I swallowed my pride and typed back, hey! His name was Jack. Said he owned a business, though he conveniently skipped what exactly that business was. We chatted for a bit, surface level stuff, and then he asked for my Venmo. I gave it to him, half expecting nothing to happen. But then, $700. Sitting in my account, I literally stared at it for 20 minutes, waiting to wake up. But nope, it was real. You still there? He messaged. I snapped out of my trance. Yeah, sorry, if you don't mind me asking, what are you expecting in return? I watched the chat bubble as he typed. I just need you to do a few favors for me. Favors? That sounded like a euphemism. Like what? I asked, heart racing. For example, first thing I need you to do is pick up a delivery for me. Sounded harmless enough. Too harmless. $700 for a package? Come on, even I wasn't that naive. From the post office or? Nah, I'll send you the address, but I'd rather not use Tinder for this. Got Kik? Or you can give me your number. Kik? What was this? A middle school group chat from 2011? I gave him my number. A second later, he texted me the pickup address, followed by his home address where I'd be dropping the package off. I'm not home right now, but there's a key under the blue flower pot by the door. Go in, leave the package on the coffee table in the living room. Lock the door behind you when you come in. Lock it again when you leave. Kinda extra, but fine. Got it. I texted and got in my car. As I backed out of the driveway, my phone buzzed again. I'm serious. Lock the door both times, please. Okay, chill. I drove out to the address, and when I arrived, I knew immediately something was off. The house looked like it hadn't seen a living soul or a cleaning crew in decades. Broken chain link fence, a gate barely hanging on, the whole thing looked like it'd been plucked straight out of a horror movie. You here for Jack shit? I jumped. A huge man stood in the doorway. And I mean, huge. He filled the frame top to bottom, covered in tattoos, arms like tree trunks. Yeah, I guess, I said, not daring to get any closer. Stay there. Believe me, I wasn't moving. I glanced up and down the street. Empty. No witnesses. Cool. After a couple minutes, he came back with a beat-up cardboard box. Shoebox sized, hot, damp and stained like it had survived a flood. Or worse. Pop the trunk? I didn't argue. I pressed the button and let him place it inside. There you go. Thanks, I mumbled, making my way to the driver's side. Oh, and one more thing, he added. I paused. He looked right at me. Watch out. Nope. Absolutely not. I didn't ask what he meant. I didn't want to know. I cranked up the music as I drove to Jack's house, trying to drown out the unease crawling up my spine. His place was the total opposite. Enormous, elegant, stone pillars, manicured lawn, the whole Gatsby vibe. I parked, grabbed the sketchy package, and found the key exactly where he said it be. Once inside, I paused, locked the door. Something told me, don't skip that step. The house interior was ridiculous. Rich wood furniture, thick carpets, everything reeked of money. I set the box on the coffee table and turned to leave. But then I heard it. A phone, ringing from somewhere inside. I froze. My phone buzzed in my pocket. Don't answer any calls that aren't from Marvin. What? I ignored the ringing and found the source in a home office. The screen said incoming call from Jack. Wait, what? I checked my phone again. His message still glowed on my screen. Don't answer any calls that aren't from Marvin. I didn't pick up. I left the house, locked the door, twice. Since then, I've done a few more favors for Jack. Each one stranger than the last. He had me drive a BMW to a park in another city, then take a different car back. I met with a guy at a diner who handed me a briefcase to deliver to the original creepy house. He warned me not to open it, said he'd know if I did. Sometimes Jack sent me to hang out with a massive tattoo guy, Julio, and just sit with him for hours. All in, I'd made about $3,500, enough to ignore a few red flags, right? But then, Jack asked me to spend the night at his house. I need you to spend the night. I'll pay you $1,000, but you have to follow a few rules. I agreed. For $1,000? Hell yeah. When I arrived, it was business as usual. Porch light on, empty driveway. I let myself in, locked the door. Again. The list was waiting on the dining room table, held down by a glass. I picked it up and read, "Lock the door when you come in. Only answer calls from Marvin. Don't turn on any faucets between 9 p.m. and 11 p.m. Don't open the door for anyone, no matter who they say they are, after 10 p.m. If the closet at the end of the hall is open, sleep in the library. If it's closed, sleep in any bedroom. The gardener comes at midnight. If he knocks on the windows, hide. Turn the TV on and let it play static through the night. Do not forget to do this. Help yourself to anything in the fridge. I'll pay you in the morning. Good night." I won't lie, I was seriously questioning my life choices. But hey, I was already there. I killed time until around 9 p.m., then brushed my teeth, used the faucet one last time, and checked the hallway closet. It was open. Library it was. I moved my stuff, locked the doors, and curled up on the couch with my phone. No new texts, no calls. Just me, a haunted mansion's worth of silence, and a list of bizarre rules. I must have dozed off, because at 10:16 p.m. exactly, I was jolted awake by the doorbell. I sat up. Then I remembered the rule. Don't open the door after 10 p.m. It's the police. Open up. My pulse hit the ceiling. I didn't move. Hello? It's the police. Open up or we're coming in. Nope. Not happening. Silence. Then, ding dong. Hey, it's Jack. Let me in. It sounded like him, but that made it worse. Jack would have a key, right? For nearly an hour, voices rotated through, claiming to be the police, neighbors, Jack again. I stayed frozen, unmoving. Eventually, it stopped. I fell into a light, anxious sleep. The gardener never came. In the morning, I woke up to noises in the kitchen. I crept down the hall with my phone, ready to bolt if I had to. It was Jack, smiling. Cooking? "Good morning," he said cheerfully, like this was just brunch after a sleepover. "Hi," I replied, cautiously. He looked exactly like his profile pic, calm, normal. "Scrambled eggs?" "Yeah, thanks." I ate in silence, heart racing. When I finished, I stood. "I think I'm gonna head out. I have class." I didn't. "No problem. I'll talk to you soon," he said, walking me to my car. He stood on the driveway, watching me drive away. Once I got home, I unpacked my bag and found the list still folded up in my hoodie pocket. I sat on my bed and read it again. And that's when it hit me. Turn the TV on and let it play static through the night. Do not forget to do this. I hadn't done it. I hadn't turned the TV on at all. I stared at the words until they blurred. My phone buzzed. $1,000. Payment received. I was trying to convince myself it wasn't a big deal when a new message came in. From Jack. "I'm not in town right now. I should be back next week. So you're free from running any more errands for me until then. Just send the payment. Go do something fun." I reread it. "I'm not in town right now." My stomach dropped. He was in the house this morning. He made me breakfast. "I'm not in town right now." Then another text. This time from an unknown number. "Did you forget to do something?" Attached was a photo, Jack, standing in front of the staticless TV. I didn't respond. Then came another photo, this time of the outside of my house. One final text, "Watch out."